Okay folks, now we're ready for part 2. Comparing a stock Les Paul Custom to a stock AL2000 Agile. Running into a Vox AC 15 amp with a greenback speaker, 12 inch, no EQ, but pure Class A tube. Both pickups in the middle position, all the pots open. And here's a Gibson Les Paul Custom, which today these guitars run for something like $3,000 to $4,000. I like it. I like the way this one feels. This has got a little more of a contoured neck, which is something you can get into with the Agiles in the 3000 models. The 2000 models, like I'm about to play, are more comparable to a Gibson Les Paul standard. The Les Paul that I just played had an ebony fingerboard also, which should give it a little more snap. This one has a rosewood fingerboard, the Agile AL2000, and I'm going to try to mimic exactly what I just did so that you'll be able to better compare the tone. Both pickups on, middle position, all the pots open. I like these Grover tuners over the Clusons that were on the Les Paul, by the way. Alright. Right away I noticed that these pickups have more articulation. These are not the pickups that are going to stay in this guitar. These are the Agile pickups. We're going to put DiMarzios in here, the Steve Lukather Transition PAFs. But these pickups, to me, have greater articulation than the Les Paul custom pickups. Listen. In the middle position. Now, the Les Paul. Definitely darker. Alright, now let's try some distortion. We'll go with the Agile first. And I'm running a R-God Randall processor. Distortion pedal on gain 1. Bridge pickup. Alright, let's try that same lick with the Les Paul Custom. Not touching a thing, not touching a thing. These videos are not editing. I hate editing videos. No editing done here. So we're not edited. Bridge pickup, Les Paul Custom. What do you think? I'm not going to tell you what to think. Now I know I've got a cheap camera. I'm going to get a better camera soon, but it's a nice camera, but it's all I got to work with. It's pretty good for the money, but it's not an ideal camera for, studio quality recording. But it's accurate. I mean, you can hear the difference. I can hear the difference. When I play this tape back, I can hear the difference. What do you think? Is this worth paying $3,000 more for? All right. You tell me. I don't want you to start arguing here on my video. You guys, you trolls out there that like to just peruse and look over these YouTube videos and you find something to land on and you start criticizing. Why don't you make your own tubes? Okay? I got some guys, I just want to say that, if you come on here just to be critical, or you think you've got some superior knowledge in some certain point that I make, and you're going to spend 2 or 3 paragraphs, blowing me away about how Gibsons are great and Agiles are junk, go ahead. But as soon as I see it, it's going to come in my email box, and I'm telling you, it's not going to last 24 hours. You're going to get the boot. Okay? You're going to be kicked off my channel, removed and banned from the channel. Okay? Just want you to know. Because I don't have time for jackasses. This is about the truth. Now, let's see. What did I just do? All right. Neck pickup. I think this guitar is smoking. And for the money, it's really smoking. Okay? Wow. I'm blown away. I can't imagine what the Agiles and the 3000 model go for. They're only like $100, maybe $150 more. They're even better. This is the cheapo. It's still made in Korea, but this is the $225 one. I got this guitar with a hard shell case and $26 postage. The whole thing I spent to get this guitar in a hard shell case, I spent $308.30. Now, I want you to tell me right now, just go ahead and put a comment on my YouTube right here. I want you to tell me how I got ripped off. Would you please? Would you please tell me how I was ripped off? You know what I can buy for $3,000? You know what I can buy? Yeah, I can buy a Les Paul Custom, maybe for $3,800. Maybe I can buy a Les Paul Standard for $2,500. But you know what I can buy if I bought this? I could buy myself a Dr. Z amp or a 65 Fender Blackface reissue twin and have a hell of a lot of money still left over. I could buy this guitar and a great amp, and I still haven't spent half of what I would spend on a typical USA Gibson Les Paul today. Now, I know there's a lot of you people watching this that love Gibsons. And, go right ahead and say whatever you want or think whatever you want. But tell me I'm wrong. Tell me somehow that this guitar was a ripoff. I think I might be able to tell you how a $3,000 or $4,000 Les Paul is a ripoff. Especially, and you just wait. When I put DiMarzio, Steve Lukather transition PAFs in this guitar, and we're going to put the same pickups in the Les Paul Custom for my friend Casey. We're going to put the same pickups in this, and we're going to make a video. It's going to be available in about 1 week. We'll have it out. And we'll do the same thing. Now, I'm not a great guitar player. I'm not here to demo guitars and show off my licks because I don't have any to show off. But I'll tell you what I do have. I have some nice custom builds that I can strum, and you can hear the difference. Now, we're making these videos. I'm really glad you tuned in, and we're going to be talking a lot about the Agiles and what we can do with them. The Agiles are made in South Korea. The South Korean luthiers are like the Japanese luthiers of the 70s and 80s. They are awesome. When you want to go Asian, go Korean. They are much better than the Chinese guitars, the Chinese Les Pauls, the Monoprice, the Epiphones, which are all made by Samick, China and Indonesia. These are made in Korea. Korea makes breedlove guitars. Korea made the greatest Epiphones. If you can get yourself a 99 Epiphone Les Paul, you've got the greatest Epiphone Les Paul that was ever made. And personally, I believe, this is my opinion, that Gibson started to see how well they were made and the fact that the quality was every bit as good as a USA Les Paul, and that thing was shut down. They didn't make them very long. So I'm glad for the Koreans. I'm glad that they are making great guitars. And they are. I'm going to prove it in another video coming up soon. The Paul Reed Smith SE Angelus Acoustic. $600. Blows away just all of the guitar makers, the Martins, the Taylors, everything. Quality is excellent. For under $1,000, you want an acoustic guitar? Get one of these Korean-made Paul Reed Smith acoustic guitars. Awesome. I'm going to be doing a tube on that as well. Rock on. Thank you for watching. I gotta walk over here and turn my camera off because I don't edit videos. It takes too long.